Thanks for joining me on this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also be sure to follow me on these other social media platforms. Links are in the description below. All right, have and have not fans. Now this is a video that, wow, to be honest, I don't think I've ever thought about it before. I was just, just jotting down some random thoughts in my head about the haves and the have-nots because it's on my brain all the time. And I was just wondering because I think I've actually been in conversations over the past week, a lot actually, about Veronica and Candace, but I feel like I've done enough Candace for right now. I know that after this next episode tonight, I'm definitely going to have more content with her, but I just wanted to ask you all the question because I wanted to do a video about who do you think will take Veronica down, but I feel like I've done that before. I know I'm pretty sure I have, and it really is an endless discussion because we can go down the list of characters who have legitimate reasons to take Veronica out, who could possibly do it. But to be honest, I think that the real question is Veronica untouchable? Is she invincible? Is she unstoppable? Because I mean, she's even said in the episode about the puzzle pieces to Jim about, hey, if something ever happens to me, then I have puzzle pieces all around the world. Pretty much dirt on everybody. Like, even if Veronica's dead, she's not. And I even did a video. This was probably around the time of the car wreck. Yeah, this was definitely 2017 before 2018 opened up with her surviving the car wreck. I even talked about how even if Veronica's dead, she isn't dead. She would still be relevant to the story. I mean, most people probably breathe a sigh or have a sigh of release, a sigh of relief that the Ice Queen has been dethroned. But the thing is, she still has a bunch of contingency plans in motion. So if she falls, then everybody else goes down with her. So even if Angela Robinson is killed off of the show, Veronica, I feel like she would still hold a lot of weight with the other characters. Who knows what kind of blackmail and whatnot she has on everybody. Not to mention, on top of that, it would really be an interesting arc for the characters picking up the pieces. I mean, once again, even if Veronica dies, there's still so much damage she can do to them, and how would they be able to combat that? I mean, that is an interesting question about those puzzle pieces. All right, let's say she dies of natural causes, like she just dies, like she doesn't wake up the next morning, no poisoning, no foul play. Would those puzzle pieces still come into effect? It's like, I understand that she was like, murdered or something like that. But if she legitimately just died, what would happen? Would like these random federal people individually meet with like Catherine and Jim and say, if you do this, or Jeffrey or David, if you don't do this, then I'm going to release all this stuff? Well, I don't really get it. I mean, that's my one question about the puzzle pieces. Very interesting indeed. I don't doubt Veronica has that. I'm just very confused about how that would come about. Like if she actually just got old and, well, because the show isn't moving that fast, if she was killed off or she legitimately just died. Like the car, when it flipped over, if she got killed in that accident, what would have happened? Like, nobody would have known what happened unless they saw her trying to be driven off the street. But as Melissa said, yeah, that's what you get for taking this back road, because you didn't want to be seen driving my car, so there's nobody around. Oh well. But I think I briefly mentioned on this in my video about Veronica finding out David's still alive. The Batman and Joker thing, about the whole scenario of, if Batman killed Joker, would that prevent a lot of deaths? Like if he did what needed to be done, would that prevent graveyards from being filled and stuff like that? Because if you kill one killer, think about how many people you're saving. And then if there's some DC comic fans out there, then you'll probably bring up the injustice argument when Superman did kill Joker, yada, yada, yada. But all I'm saying is this. When it comes to Veronica, and I really want to just use David as the example because he is the primary person to think of when you think Veronica. I'm not saying that he should kill off his wife or anything. I'm not really saying that per se, but going back to it, I mean, to be honest, it's hard to even say we should just go back a few seasons when so much crap has been done in this season it's alone. From May 1st when Veronica's house, when she violated restraining order, what, 3 or 4 times, between throwing a brick through the window, verbally harassing David, then coming up the next time they were putting furniture in the house, destroying property, then leaving the the what's the term, bugs in the house to record everything, then setting the vehicles on fire, then finally having a hitman blow stuff up. I mean, there have been so many times when David could have blew the whistle on Veronica. Some is like, no, he didn't do it because he still loves her. No, because if he would have done it, then that means Veronica would just release so much dirt on, him. And I don't really know. I just feel like it is kind of stupid that you would wait until you're literally in a gurney being dragged into a hospital after a car explosion that you finally say, Veronica did this. Veronica did this. Yeah, you waited a little bit too late for that, man. I really don't know what to say for you. I mean, then of course, going back to the house fire. Well, I mean, I think for campaign purposes, because remember, they were still running for governor at the time, lieutenant governor and governor at the time. I do believe David told Maggie that he would decide to run on like a secret or separate ballot so he could possibly win. But yeah, I mean, I think the big thing here is the pimp slap. Long overdue, but as Jim told David, is like, look, she's going to strike back even harder, right? So I think, you know what? I feel like when it comes to Veronica Harrington, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. Like, if you do retaliate, you better finish the job, because if you don't, she's going to strike back even harder than before. If you don't do anything, you're still a victim. I mean, remember, look how many times he didn't do anything to Veronica and she just kept coming back for more. It's like, hit me, go ahead, hit me, see what happens, hit me. Honestly, folks, I'm going to be honest here. I don't even know if there's a way to take her down. I mean, like I said earlier in the video, even if you kill her, you still got those puzzle pieces and everything. I mean, we know she's not indestructible. She was stabbed in the the breast, not implants. Had the car wreck scenario. If it wasn't for Benny and Mitch pulling up when they did, she would have, burned alive. So there's that. Quincy tried to rape her. Jim tried to choke her. David slapped her. Catherine literally had her in a house of horrors. Horrors. I didn't say the other word. Horrors. So yeah, I said it right. And the list goes on. So we know she isn't indestructible. But like I said, even if you kill her, those puzzle pieces will come together. And I'm pretty sure they would come together to create a very ugly picture for whoever is involved in the pieces. Let's just put it that way. Man. Honestly, guys, I really have no solid answer to this. I mean, Justin could kill her off. David or Jim. What if, the hitman that Jim had them alone said? I am at a standstill. Because even I can be up here and do videos all the time about who I think should kill Veronica and why, how will she die next season, this and that. But it really doesn't matter, because even if she was physically killed off of the show, the main question is those puzzle pieces she has scattered about. So I want to leave the comment section open to you all, and I really hope we get some good conversations going. Do you think that there is any conceivable way to get rid of Veronica? Even if she's dead, you got the puzzle pieces. Even if she's alive, if you strike her back, then you're going to be struck back even harder. If you don't do anything, she's just going to keep, throwing shots at you. Yeah, I've got nothing. So Tyler Perry, I will admit, I applaud you for writing such an indestructible character. I just wish you would give her more character depth. Angela Robinson, you do a great job performing Veronica. So yeah, I have nothing else to say on that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Share this video around, because I want more people to see this particular video, just because I hope I see some amazing comments on here, because I cannot, and this is me, the theory guy, I cannot think of any conceivable method of taking down Veronica once and for all. I mean, real quick, just thinking about even Jeffrey, I always thought, what if he actually got with Melissa, had the baby, then Veronica died of natural causes? I was willing to bet that in her will, there will be some kind of contingency in there that if Jeffrey ever stepped out of line, divorced Melissa, left the family, got with a man, then there will be some damning consequence that would ruin his life. And Veronica is so vain She's so vain. I would see her, you know, with the lawyer and everything, but she would have a video will. I would be willing to bet Veronica will have a video will, like either from like a hospital bed. I don't think she would go to a nursing home. I feel like she would definitely stay at whatever house she's in and be in her bed or on the couch and literally looking dead at the camera with that icy stare, threatening everyone. And he's like, step out of line, boy, and see what happens. So I could definitely see that. But yeah, with that being said, I'll talk to you all soon. I hope to really get some great comments on this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you all later.